Greetings one and all to this week's episode of 10 o'clock. I am having to do everything by hand. That is someone trying to control their hands. And we are joined by a master of hands who does all of the art. Pliket. You can say hello. People say hello.
Oh, okay. Hello, everyone. And what should I say again? What else I should say?
Loz is being a spoon and being 12 miles from his camera again. So I think it's so you can use it. Yeah, there we go. That's better. So, right. So we're here every week as we normally are. A little bit rushed because fucking phones don't work. And we're going to do what we do every week, which is emblems, aren't we?
Yep.
So having to do the whole thing by hand. Just going to slowly pop it all in. It looks horrible. I apologize, everyone. So
on your screen, you will see two emblems. And as we have a guest, we let the guest decide which is the winning emblem of this week. So, can I call you Mr. Pliket?
Mrs.
Yes,
Pliket.
Mr. Pliket.
Yes, I'm a female.
Mrs. Pliket.
Oh, Mr. Pliket. Sorry.
I'm female. It's okay.
I only just woke up. Sorry. Mrs. Pliket. Well, actually, would it be Miss or Mrs.?
Miss, probably.
Miss. I should choose one of these.
Yep.
Okay. It's hard though because I like them all. Maybe I will choose Xeno's spine. The left one. I'm sorry, but
No. But you must tell us why.
I don't know. Maybe because the shape really
So
symbolic.
if you scroll up in the Discord chat, you can see them both like more clearly rather than just trying to see them on the tiny.
Yes, I saw it already, and because the Xeno spine is really like simple and cool with shape design. And actually, the right one is also cool, but I can see there is some PNG part of it, like really not really clear and looks really a bit pixelate. That's all. I'm sorry.
No, it's good reasoning. Very good reasoning. Yeah, it's nice emblems has got there. I don't know if that's from something.
It looks like a dragon.
Yeah.
Oh God, sorry, I can only see the yellow bit. Oh wow, yeah. No, I get it. Yeah, that is cool. Cool, right. So let us move on. Is there a new way of getting platinum?
Yes, there is. So moving on to the Dojo Dusting, which Loz is going to take the time of 250. We're going to be doing the platinum giveaways via the polls because, in all honesty, do not overwrite the whole of the document, Loz.
Oh, it's fine.
We're going to be changing how we're doing platinum giveaways. We're no longer going to be doing them on the emblems. We're going to be doing them on the polls instead. So on the polls, every single time you put in your responses, you put in your in-game name, you choose your platform of choice. So I already have that information. All you need to do is just fill in what you think about the different questions we ask during the polls, and you will have a chance of winning 75 platinum every couple of weeks. Do you want me to do it?
My keyboard has destroyed itself.
Oh my god, fine.
It actually has.
Oh, fine. It's fine. I'll do it. I'll do it. Stop it. Just watching you slowly train wreck is just painful. Right, so there's that. Episode 365. We're nearly a full year of 10 o'clock, which is absolutely insane.
Everything's breaking today. I'm sorry, it really is. Like it was working 2 seconds ago, and now it's highlighting everything. Right, that's just failed. No, it's not. Don't worry. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Let me just do it. So we're going to be doing our 365th episode, which is every frame a pause. What was the other term for it? Wasn't there another term?
Watch together?
I can't remember. So where myself, Loz, and Tobiah will be breaking down the first ever episode of 10 o'clock. It'll probably be a long one. I'll probably end up asking Tobiah to record and upload it. And yeah, so that's coming in a couple of weeks. That's it for Dojo Dusting. I can't think of anything else.
No.
Right, so if you wish to win wish to win 75 platinum in 2 weeks' time, please do not forget to, respond to the polls, because that's how we're going to be doing it from now on. Right, from now on until we see how much of a failure it is. Right, so moving on to the topics.
Yes.
Cool, topics. Do you want me to take down the time as well, because your keyboards are failed?
Yes, please.
5.
Let me try doing it in my
31.
For some reason, it's not letting me click. It's just dragging. Oh,
Are you holding shift down?
the magical keyboard below me was holding shift down. That's what it was, wasn't it?
You mean the real keyboard?
No, the virtual keyboard.
Oh, okay.
that would be why. I was looking down, like the shift key is just glowing green. I'm like, right, cool. You write down the time and we'll get started then.
Already done it. Right, okay. So let's get started. Our first topic for... Oh, God, I have to do topics. Oh, dear God. Oh.
Do you want me to read them out?
No, I got it. Right, our first topic for this week is... let's talk about Pets 2.0.
Oh, cool.
And our second topic for this week is I don't know what to do with Hydroid after years of playing this game. That's interesting because most of the time I don't know what to do with the newer Warframes. So we'll go to our first topic. Let's talk about Pets 2.0. So Post says there's a lot of problems with the current system. Namely, no meaningful Kubro and Predasites, and only one Combat or Volpaphyla are worthwhile. Mm-hmm. Pets and Sentinels are purely utility. Sentinels are squish. Pet AI is overly unpredictable. Have you tried herding cats? Every single precept needs a rework, bringing to par with each other, optimizing them to work in both high and low level missions. Companion attacks should be worthwhile and not only feel like a means to spread status effects. They should be able to kill higher level enemies, albeit at a slower rate than a player can. Companions should be invulnerable. Companions should be invulnerable. Allow us to not worry about their survivability and let us build on their potential. The newest pets that are invulnerable are insanely popular for this trait alone. Universal vacuum. Oh my god, that's just a point on its own. Universal vacuum. Fuck off. Oh my god. Right. Who wants to start?
What do they mean by the newest pets that are invulnerable? Are they invulnerable?
I don't know. Pliket, how much of Deimos have you done? Pliket?
Sorry, I thought you talking with.
No, it's
so
how much of Deimos have you done?
Okay. I don't know. I've been playing Deimos, Heart of Deimos a lot actually, but I don't really count it. So I can say I playing Heart of Deimos often, but not really so serious like do Mother's chores. Mother's bounties. Like like fishing, farming, and grinding, something like that. Anyway.
So do you have either of the Volpaphyla or Predasite?
I do have both Volpaphyla and Predasite, and maybe like the other players, they prefer Volpaphyla, the Panzer one, the Panzer species, the Panzer one.
There's the Panzer?
The Panzer Volpaphyla. I don't know, that's the name of the species. There's 3 species, if I'm not wrong.
Panzer Volpaphyla. I'm just trying to work out. So apparently one of these are immune. It's like they're invulnerable. Is this true?
Maybe.
This.
But they But they said like the ability they don't die. When they die they turn into maggots or something like that. I just follows the rule.
I know. Was it the shy Vulpaphyla when it dies?
It says here, the first pets, the Vulpaphylis, that have become immortal have grown insanely popular among the community for that trait alone. I think we should build on that. There you go. The Vulpaphylis.
I thought the Panzer.
Okay. So the Vulpaphyla companions are invulnerable. Well, I wouldn't necessarily call them invulnerable if they can still die, but they just resurrect. Yeah, so that understanding of the word, like, I mean, a companion that could never die, that I feel is a problem. Okay, so first question, we're latching on to that. Do you think?
Just want to point out that's not the first companion that's invulnerable, is it? Because the Jinn already has that ability.
Fair, but do you think, Pliket, that more companions should be able to self-resurrect?
They should have the ability of resurrect themselves, because all players are having busy to slashing the enemies, helping friends, and they almost don't have time to watch over their companions. Yes, I think they should have that ability.
Okay.
Yes.
A part of me feels that maybe some should have it like innate, so it's like every so like a specific breed of Kavat or Kubro has it naturally, whereas otherwise you could mod for it.
Maybe the help of mod will help, because I know DA have I know DA has the reason why not all the companions have ability to resurrect themselves, because players need to be challenged, right? So yeah, I think DA should like create the mod, the special mod for the animals or the companions to have ability to revive themselves, something like that. For the reminder, I'm not native English speaker, so my English is not really fluent. I'm sorry if I made a mistake or grammatical error.
No, we get what you're saying. You're saying that if it's not native, then a mod, because it brings in the challenge for the players. Yeah, no, we get you. So
thank you.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Loz, what do you think?
Well, I like modding for it. I could. I mean, there's always the argument that are you just making the game easier, and you can always push it to the extreme and say just give people an I win button. Are we going that far? We need to assess that. But then I mean, I remember our 24-hour streams, and I would always bring a sentinel, and it would die, and then I wouldn't have any way of getting it back. At least with pets, you can res them, but then how often? I feel in the past, people used to res their pets more. Nowadays, I see people just not caring and just letting their pets die when they die. So there's that. If there is one, if they have added one where it does come back and they think that's a good idea, but it's because it's an infested plant mob or whatever and it comes back. If you're going to add that in and think, give yourself a pat on the back for that one, people will then start thinking, well, why isn't that for everything? It's just such a good quality of life increase. The question is, should it be baseline or should it be modded for? I think make it a generic mod for all companions. You're losing a mod slot for it then, but then you have the option given to you. Yeah, I like the mod idea.
Great.
That makes sense?
Yeah. A part of me wonders whether or not people would argue that, why would I bother taking a Smeatikavat with this mod if I could instead just take this? I suppose you have a valid point, because, well, the Smeatikavat has the ability to give you resources, and it's good for farming stuff. So yeah, you have to make the sacrifice. Either it picks itself up. So yeah, I kind of feel maybe Sentinels should just do this natively, though.
Well, I think they're the Jin thing where they have the timer and they come back. It should just be baseline and make the Jins shorter. Thus, you still give the Jin something special, but it makes it also baseline. They did that with Excalibur Slash Dash. The first augment meant that when you did Slash Dash, you'd add to the combo counter for every enemy you hit. And everyone realized, well, that's a really cool thing. So they actually made it baseline that it does 1, and the mod just ups it from 1 hit equals 1 on the combo counter to 1 hit equals 5 on the combo counter.
Sorry,
that makes sense.
Could you back that up a little bit further? Sorry, you started throwing combo counters and numbers, and my brain just broke.
Well, they did that with Slash Dash. The original augment for Slash Dash meant that when you hit an enemy, it added to the combo counter.
Yeah.
And everyone loved that so much that instead of just make it baseline, they made it that baseline Slash Dash would do this, but 1 hit on an enemy equals 1 on the combo counter. And the mods just made it 1 hit on the enemy equals 5 on the combo counter. So the mod increased the efficiency. And they could do that with all the companions, that like the Jin. So the Jin's racial or the thing for the Jin over the other Sentinels, or specific thing, whatever you call it, is that it reduces the counter quite massively, let's say, but then all Sentinels do it naturally. It's just better at it. Thus, you keep the special thing for the whatever it is you put it on, but you make it baseline so everyone has a little bit of that.
Okay, let's move forward. Another point, so I think we're all in pretty solid agreement, but let's move forward. What do you think about this comment of companion attacks should be worthwhile, not only feel like a means to spreading status effects? They should be able to kill higher level enemies, albeit at a slower rate than a player can. Pliket, how do you feel about that?
Then can you repeat the question?
So the comment in the post says that effectively animal companions should do more. Sorry, no, just companions in general should do more damage, right? They should be able to kill higher level enemies, albeit slower than regular players, right? How do you feel about this?
How do I feel is, yes, I think it's necessary for all companions generally to be able to kill these higher level of the enemies, because like the companions are programmed to help us, right? So there should be more on that. There should be more of that. They should have more of that to like more helping the players. So not just like about giving the players the resources, not only just killing the low level enemies. So yeah, they really need that. They really need that thing.
Loz?
My only worry is, and I know they made this for Sentinels, that if you AFK for a minute, your Sentinel stops attacking things. So if they are very good at killing high-level enemies, is there a risk that people might find a way to abuse it with 4 AFK people using some clever macro to keep themselves there, but that kills loads of enemies very quickly still without doing anything? It's a tricky thing. What do you bring the companion for? Do you bring it for its ability to kill, or do you bring it for its utility? Or is it a balance of both? Should they be able to kill high-level enemies? Well, first of all, it's hard to say what high-level enemy is. Do I feel they do okay? I feel they do okay. Maybe a little bit more damage would be nice because we've got things like Steel Path these days. But I don't know. I don't think they're too much of a problem. But then I'm never I just use Sentinels, so hard for me to say on the four-legged furry kind.
I'm probably going to be the highly controversial one. I think animal companions any companion, should not deal direct damage, right? I am fine for them to be utility based, where like maybe a meter Kavat can, or no, let's say the Crit Kitty, or no, let's pick a Kubro. No one knows what Kubros do. You know, they can strip off armor, right? Or they can apply a debuff, or they can, but they don't do direct damage to prevent scenarios where you've just described, where you just stand there and the Kavat just like goes and kills everything. So you still have to engage with the enemy. You have created a weakness for you to deal damage, but you can't.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. But
my sisters just came home.
you still have to participate. You still have to actually do stuff. So I think companions should be just extremely like limited to utility. Even if that utility helps towards dealing damage, they should not deal the damage themselves. Thoughts on what I just said?
But isn't that rather limiting to them on what DE can do for like a new one?
In what way?
Well, because they have to focus. They couldn't just put out the ultra super fang machine. It'd have to be all a passive and subtle way of doing utility and damage.
Yeah, so they could, the cat could buff your damage, or the cat could, or the companion could. Oh gosh, what's it?
But they couldn't release a saber-toothed Kavat that doesn't do anything to you, but just does loads of damage.
But they can't do that anyway. They shouldn't do that anyway. I mean, so what's they won't do that. So what's the problem? Does that
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to think of the other options. But you are right. Is that I doubt they would do that. So I'm with you.
Yeah. What do you think, Pliket? Should companions lose
I
damage?
think I mostly I'm agreed with you guys thought about. I agreed. Like yes, they need to have ability to revive themselves, but also they need to manage to not really that to OP. Like they really just help the players. That's all. So I'm agreed with all of you. I'm sorry, I'm not really good at to send my opinions about this. So I'm just agreed.
You're fine. You're fine.
But I get the point. Is
right. Universal vacuum. Let's grab on that one.
Oh, should I just? Yeah. Let's see how much the original topic actually did talk about that.
Well, I mean, it'll probably go into like I don't know. It'll either say it as 2 words, like it does on the thing, or it'll be like a mammoth wall of text that says, why don't we have universal vacuum on our companions?
It just literally says universal vacuum. Full stop. Come on, DE. That's it. That is all it says. I thought there might be more explanation or something.
So
there is no more. Nothing extra for us to learn.
Companion lives matter. Yes, companion lives matter. They are also important too.
I don't know how I feel about this. I think it should still be the mod. It's like, I mean, the part of the problem is Sentinels, right? They I don't know if the 2 mods have different ranges, but the Sentinels, like, they increase the range up to I think 15 meters, but that's still around your player. Whereas companions, I believe, I got a sneaking suspicion it's 6 meters around the companion, but the companion's the thing that's picking everything up. I could be horrendously wrong. Let me go quickly look up fetch.
I love that I remember seeing Universal Vacuum when it was a design council choice years ago. And there was other choices. I can't remember what they were. I think one was about healing. It was a Sentinel that did healing or healed you or gave you health orbs. There was 2 other options as well.
So how this works, so basically it's a 13.5 meter range. I don't know if it's around the companion. I'm sure it's around the companion, not the player. So yeah.
Oh, I see. You mean for like when the pet runs off?
Yeah,
it's still on the pet.
Yeah. So again, like the player could just stand still and the pet just picks up everything.
I'd love for DE to put 2 universal vacuum mods in that you require to get the universal vacuum everyone wants, and they have to go in the Warframe. And it's like, fine, you want this, you have to give up 2 Warframe slots. Ha! Take that.
They probably do as well, and
Yeah.
just like, oh no. You know what'll happen, right? Everyone will just have a 30-meter universal vacuum because they've got it on all 4 things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, yeah, I mean, I think when people say universal vacuum, they just want it innately. I think make them have to mod for it. Like one of them is pick up range, and then another mod can be like pick up speed. Yes, you are sucking them towards you very slowly, and so you need to have a second mod to make them get sucked in quickly, just to make them lose 2 slots. Yeah. How is this still a topic in this? At least nullifiers don't really come up much anymore.
Pliket, how do you feel
Yes.
about universal vacuum?
Universe what?
How do you feel about universal vacuum?
Universe. I'm sorry. Repeat again. Universe what?
Universal
Sorry.
vacuum. It's where players want.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, universe vacuum.
Yeah.
Okay. I think universe vacuum is important. So for me, because like if there's resources around us when we kill the enemies, I think it's crucial for the companions to have that mouse, because if there is the enemies that really hard to kill and we still have to work on it, and the animal and the companions can have that job to take the resource around us and for us. But the problem is for me is like we have that Nora's night bounties, right? When we have to mark the items or resources around us, and like that, and we sometimes we forget to take off the mods, take off the vacuum mods, and when we try to mark the items, no, the resource already been taken. Like, oh no, okay, I think we should leave the game and back to the ship to take off our mods so we can finish the Nora's night mission. I think that's a problem for me.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. So you see an item, like, oh, I'll go mark that, and you step towards it, and it just comes flying towards you. And you're like, oh, how about that over there? Oh, picked up that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think where to take this. I don't think it should be just innate. I don't think.
Well, let's do a no. I agree with you. But should we summarize the topic and how, in general, if we go around the 3 of us, do you like pets where they are now, or what improvements would you make to pets? How about that?
The pets.
Yeah. If you could add one thing to pets to improve them, what would you add? Because this person's put forward their ideas. I know.
Okay.
Basically, I can feel the fury in Xeno rising about universal vacuum. So trying to save him the fury. So, if you could add one thing, or if you'd like to see one thing on pets, what would it be?
Like new mods or like
Anything?
new
Anything? Yeah.
Anything. It's hard to imagine, because I'm like the person who always follows the rule. Like anything DA gives, I follow it. But for me personally, maybe they can just make companions aside from just like a dog or cats, cat or just bros, something like that. I know they already have, or we have already have like sentinels things. Sentinels, like they have the cosmetic like a bird with wings and attachments like that. But maybe there is no wrong if we add some more new species companion, not just like Fulpipila and Paradise. How to pronounce it? Paradise. Yes. Like I don't know. Maybe like I was thinking just like Among Us pet. they have like a dog or a little alien. I was thinking like they also have maybe there's another new updates when we could we could choose the companions like sorry, we already have companions such as Lich, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I think the AI only needs new mods like revive themselves like that. I can think the best of this because I think they already have everything what we need, but I'm not sure what everybody can agree with that. But I'm sure Xeno and you could give the better option. But that's my opinions.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Xeno, what do you feel?
Personally, I feel that like companions need to be like more utilitarian. They need to, and I really feel that they can expand out and bring in more breeds of companions. Maybe even you can make second generations of what was it the Raska Kubro that can actually stealth a player? Maybe you could do something where there's a utility where you get a second generation of Raska, or maybe you have to combine two different Raska to get a second generation, where then instead of just stealthing your Warframe, it will stealth other players as well within an area, much like the arrow effect on Avara. Yeah?
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? It could stealth the team.
Yeah, exactly. If the teams stick close to it, it would stealth the team. Right? Then, like again, like if you take out a lot of the it's got to do damage as well, it sort of like broadens things up. So you can do things like it allows you to move faster, right? It's running in front of you, so it's like you're slipstreaming. The stupid idea, but you get the idea. You could do more. You can wall latch longer, so when you latch onto a wall, the Kavat latches on with you and allows you to stick to it for longer. You can slide for longer. You can do.
I want to see the Kavat stuck to a wall.
Have you not seen them like jump onto walls?
No,
you've never seen them fight and they jump onto walls.
As I said earlier, I mainly only use Sentinels.
Sentinels, fair. Yeah, they do. When they fight, the Kavats love to just jump on a wall, parkour off it, and hit things. So
I saw Kavat can jump to the wall and attacking the enemies, but Kubro can. I think Kavat and Kubro have different mods for them. So there is a characteristic between like dog or cat behaviors.
Yeah, I mean, like likewise. So I think if we just focus with the utility, there's a lot more. I mean, hell, you could say that there's one breed of Predacite that the destructible containers that are in like levels and things, like typical tile set missions, they could actually have a higher chance of dropping a rare item. Oh, you want to go Argon farming? You take the farming Predacite. I really feel utility is the direction to take things in. And if you want to make it so that each companion has a buff and debuff and things like that, totally go for it. But damage should just be like the only concern I have with just removing damage is the Sentinels. Maybe it's a case of damage is relegated just to Sentinels, but I really feel buffs and debuffs and things should be on at least the animal companions. More breeds.
More breeds. Should we move on to replies?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Pet training system. Modify a pet's AI behavior by letting us train it a certain way. Introvert pets stay near their owner while extrovert pets actively seek out enemies.
Clearly, this player has never played Black and White. Pliket, for your benefit, Black and White is an old god sim. Actually, just to check, have you played Black and White?
Black and White?
Yeah, it's a very old game.
It's a very old game. No, I haven't played that game.
Yeah, so it's a god sim where you have this giant creature, like a giant tiger or a giant cow or a giant monkey.
Oh, like tiger?
Yeah, like a tiger. Yeah, like a tiger. And what you do is you train the creature by doing stuff in front of the creature. And
like simulacrum for companions?
No, it's like the best thing I can say is like anyone listening that doesn't know what Black and White is, Google it.
Okay, I tried to Google it. I thought it's like tiger from PS4.
No. So but you get like this giant tiger creature, and you're training it and things. It would take you freaking forever to teach it to do anything worthwhile, and then. But the second you teach it something that you don't want it to do, it just goes to bloody town. Oh, you mean I can just set everything on fire? No. Like my entire city. My city, no!
It's old school game. It's really old game, 2001.
Yeah.
I haven't played this game.
Old school.
Yeah.
I haven't played this game before.
Yes, yeah.
But I get your point. Yes.
So it's just absolutely, it was catastrophic whenever you would try to teach it something and then it would just go do the wrong thing and set your hold. So I do not want a pet training system unless it's just click and drag.
Well, no, I think this is more an outside of mission thing, so that you kind of set its personality.
Well, it's not really training, is it?
Yeah, I think it's sort of.
I'm going to inject this behavior in you.
Yeah, exactly. I do remember he did say they wanted to add some sort of control, and they were going to make the Kubros attack in packs if you brought 4 of them, or the more you brought, the more pack mentality they'd have or something. Yeah. That never materialized, which is a shame. Okay, the next point is, alternative to removing the health bar, allow pets to retreat when downed in combat. Lick their wounds and come back to us when combat has calmed down a bit. I like this idea because it forces the player to notice that their pet is downed and actively retreat themselves, get it back.
This would be pure hell for a developer.
Yeah, I mean, what does retreat mean in a survival where mobs are coming from you from every direction?
Exactly.
What does that mean?
Oh, bury myself in the ground. Oh, cool. Now cats burrow.
Moddable claws / teeth on pets, similar to mowers.
Oh. Again, mowers, like as mowers run around and things. Do mowers don't stick with you, do they? Like sentinels?
No. They're more like
again, they I'm sorry, they need to be neutered. They need to lose their weapon and be primarily buff, debuff, status. It's like, yeah.
Helminth Charger and the Medjay Predicite are close representations of what pets should be. A bit of damage, some CC, and some interesting synergies wrapped up in a neat thematic package. Let Chesa Kubros tackle ranged enemies and drag them to you. Let Hurasa Kubros use their finisher on things that are paying attention to the warframe. Let Vaska Kavats be little drain tank healers. Just free up their drain capacity for mods to support that role and buff them as needed. Succeed. Done.
See, this is the problem I have with this is like, Pliket, have you ever played World of Warcraft?
War of War. No, I haven't.
Okay.
I know. I know. I mean, I knew this game, but I haven't played it. But my friends play this game, so I just know a bit about the game.
Mm-hmm.
But I already watched the movie.
Okay, so with World of Warcraft, to me this would be right. So every player has a squire, and instead of the player doing anything, this player just stands there while the squire hits them with their wooden sword. I'm like, just why? Don't make this about damage. Everything. Oh, I need more DPS. I need more damage. Oh, if I'm not having more damage, I'm not doing. No, debuff them. Right? Bloody debuff them under the sun.
Yeah.
Loz?
No.
What's your thoughts on that?
Well, the one point that I got is that, again, like you said before, pain for developers. You had the person saying, let Chesakubros tackle ranged enemies and drag them to you. How often do you stand still in Warframe?
Yeah.
Does the Kubro constantly keep dragging this poor fellow towards you? At what speed? I mean, it's very fast. It doesn't...
I would let the Chesakubro just capture targets and that's it.
Yeah.
Job done. You don't have to deal with it. Yeah. Chesakubro does.
Though to augment that, I would love to see more capture. I miss the capture missions when there'd be multiple capture targets.
I don't remember this.
What, you don't remember? You know, at one point there was 2 to 3 capture targets per mission.
2 to 3. I don't remember this.
As in, you did one, then you had to do another one, then you had to do another one.
Oh, I don't remember this at all.
Oh, they got rid of it. I don't know why, but I think
was this? I feel I have a recollection that you had 2 or 3 before they made it so that the capture target could escape.
No. It was, they made it they could escape. Then they added multiple targets. Then they took away the multiple targets.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was weird. Yeah. So I think again, it's a lovely idea, but it doesn't fit in Warframe. Like it's great. That sounds great, doesn't it? This Kubro tackles the enemy and then drags it towards you. In a normal FPS, that would work quite well, I think.
Yeah.
But not in Warframe. Warframe's too fast paced. So you kind of need whatever the pet to do it by itself. Okay, next reply is Sentinels would be improved by having a class-wide regen, as you said. A full review of all their precepts except for the Oculus and Helios precepts tied to scanning or marking fish. You see, the Oculus, the fishing sentinel, I think is a great example of a sentinel with its own perfect niche. I don't know about you two, but I do bring that one every time I go to the plains or Valis when I want to fish, because it just makes life easier and it does its job. Do you want to bring that one into combat? Not really. It's not its purpose. Then the same thing for Helios. When I need to scan things, does its job. Do I bring Helios for its melee combat abilities or whatever? I suppose you can stick a gun in it. No, I just bring it for scanning things. So yeah, maybe they need to focus on giving things their own little job, and that's it.
I have a question for both of you. Right?
Yes.
How would you feel about, and Loz, don't go, oh, you and your radial menus. How would you guys feel about, on a cooldown, you could swap out your companions mid-mission? So, like, maybe it's a 5-minute cooldown, maybe it's once per mission, maybe it's, how would you feel about that?
Seeing as we can call in Necromex to any mission soon, no problem.
Pliket?
Yes, I think I agree with what Xeno said. But I think if 5 minutes cooldown, it's a bit little longer, or it's normal. I'm not sure. But yeah, I think that's all. I think I agree with what Xeno said.
Because, like, a part of me, like, the number of times... actually, as Pliket said earlier, you go do a Nora Nightwave mission, and you're like, oh, crap, I accidentally brought a companion with vacuum on it. That one!
Exactly. Exactly. No, the resource has been taken.
Yep.
And couldn't finish the mission from Nora Night.
Cool. Next.
Okay.
I like the health bar personally. I just really feel like it should scale with the health and shields and armor of your Warframe without needing mod slots for that. I also think their damage should scale based on the damage of your weapons, or maybe based on ability strength of your Warframe. I'll answer this one. I think it's tricky because if you make everything baseline, what you're modding for? But then I do feel maybe companions, looking at them, I do remember they have quite a lot of mods these days. Maybe that is something they could do to ease the burden.
Maybe.
And then should I just read the last one? Oh,
yep.
Was it Pliket?
No.
Oh, all right. The last one is...
Go for it, last.
Sorry,
Yeah?
last one. Forever ago on the forums, I saw someone say that pets should be able to lock on to the scent of an enemy in your codex and prioritize them, which I thought was a cool idea. Ooh.
Though I do like this idea, I can easily see it being busy work and no one using it.
Yeah, you'd have to probably go into the codex to sort that out every time.
Yeah. Or you'd have to have another menu to sort it out. Or if you can't do it mid-mission, people aren't going to want to do it.
Yeah.
Right. Should we move on to topic 2?
Yep, and I got the time.
Cool.
Okay.
Topic 2. Right. I don't know what to do with Hydroid after years of playing the game. I'm just saying that even with an Undertow-focused build or Corroding Barrage, with a raw buff, it's still pretty abysmal damage. His kit, according to DE, is perfectly fine. They even said on the latest dev stream, why buff the bad abilities? So to them, he doesn't need any changes. I feel if this frame has been I feel as this frame has been neglected, since one can immediately place him as a loot frame, when I personally have never used Pilfering Swarm once. The tentacle damage is negligible. The puddle defeats the core gameplay of fast-paced active movement, and the idea of a rework is more an idea... And the idea of a rework is more an idea than a possibility at this point. That's a weird sentence. No idea what to do with him. He can't even use the Kraken, a mythological beast, as an exalted familiar or of some sort. It's literally just a decoration of the water noodles he pulls out of the ground. But only the Prime variation gets that, not the regular Hydroid. Okay. So let's. I want to ask a question, right?
Okay.
What types of Warframes do you prefer when you've got like buffing, debuffing, support, like gunplay assisted Warframes, right? Which is, I would say, what the older generation of Warframes are, or the more recent generation of Warframes where it's active ability playing sort of thing. So it's like you're doing damage with the abilities more so. And you're
putting things in the environment, and you're doing the ability is a thing unto itself. You mean?
Well, kind of. So it's like, you're doing an explosion, and the explosion does loads of damage, or
you're setting up turrets, or you're setting up dispensers, or you're
deploying
things.
But the dispensers aren't to support you. So like, unlike Wisp's reservoirs, right? Wisp's reservoirs, as far as I see it, are the more passive, supportive kind of gameplay.
Okay.
Whereas Wisp's nuclear sunbeam, stupid idea. that is more the new aggressive mentality towards ability use. What do you guys prefer? Supportive, aggressive? If you want to rename them, please do, because like
Okay, like new generation of Warframes or
yes,
the new.
or the old
I
generation.
don't know. I don't know. It's hard to answer because like what I said. I always follow what every DA gave us. Gave. I don't know. The point is, I'm not really sure what's really match for the buff Warframes or something like that. But I think Warframe should learn like Team Fortress 2, where every characters have balance, character, balance, balance skill, not just like with her passive abilities,
Yeah.
and not really like they have to like really working together. We feel we have to like really working together, not just like oh like oh this guy is just like support, but we don't really, as a player plus the other player, we don't really feel like uh feel the effect of the support guy. So what can I say is uh I think Warframe just all I want to say is I think the A should learn from the other games such as Team Fortress 2. That's all. I don't know what should I say again because it is really difficult question.
I do agree with Pliket that everything should be balanced, but I do feel though that there's a good example of looking at another game. Obviously, Team Fortress doesn't have, as I think, 5 classes, 6 classes, no,
No, that's
8
yeah,
classes,
yeah, I think it's like 8 or 9.
8 or
Like
9 around there. And obviously, we've got a hell of a lot more Warframes now, which is the tricky thing. The
Yes.
issue here, I feel, is it D needs to look at Hydroid and what Hydroid does, or is it that the player is expecting too much from Hydroid? Nobody would play. I like the Team Fortress idea. If you're playing, is this a player who's playing Team Fortress and they're playing the spy and they're complaining that they don't have turrets? Basically,
Yeah.
so Hydroid does bring the loot game, which with the pilfering swarm, does bring some CC with the tentacles and undertow, and he's not really supposed to be. Is Hydroid supposed to also be on par with, say, Sarin for damage and AOE killing of mob? I think every frame brings a different thing to the game. Hydroid has some things. Maybe they're not the best things, and maybe we could talk about it. Maybe Pilfering Swarm doesn't do as much. Maybe he needs to have a bit of armor stripping or status effects or something. Maybe it could do with a little bit more.
no, but
But at the same time,
there is a corrosive mod that makes one of his abilities deal armor stripping and things like that.
well, there we go. So I think this person, we'll go to our old trope, is a little bit. I'm not saying that Hydroid couldn't do with a bit of a buff and a look in, because he is a bit old now. But I do feel this person is basically wanting, I just want to play Hydroid, but also wants Hydroid to do everything. They want it to be the best damage frame. They want it to buff their weapons. They want it to be, yeah. You see what I mean? Every frame should have a role, and they're not. There shouldn't be one frame which does everything, or be best in all roles. See?
Yes.
I feel that I'm looking at the Warframes list in front of me from the Warframe wiki, and a lot of the frames that I really get on well with, frames like no shit Oberon, Nova, Nezha, the list go Limbo, so on and so forth. They're more of the old style supportive where you do a thing, but the gunplay still has like a massive heavy impact.
Mm-hmm.
The gameplay footage right now is me playing Zaku, and I just felt like, but Zaku has the ability to radial disarm. Sorry, not radial. Yeah, well, it is kind of radial disarm. But then he takes the guns and is then doing more damage.
Yeah.
Right? Wisp, I feel, is more on par with the older generation of mentality. Baruch does insane numbers of damage because of his ability, his exalted fist punching is using the old style of modding. Korra is again in the new frame of mind where it's like, exalted style of whip punching or whatever that is doing insane amounts of damage. Mesa was probably one of the early huge contenders for just constant damage dealing with nothing but abilities. And it just feels like the newer generations, the weapons, the newer warframes, the weapons are just, the abilities just feel like, oh no, they're their own weapon.
Hard to say where I don't know where you draw the line on new for that. Is Octavia new?
Hold on. Cool. So personally, I don't know, like Octavia's one that I would actually say Octavia's more of like an older one because you still have this heavy interaction with the gunplay. Like you got the support abilities. Yeah, the support abilities can buff damage and things, much like Wisp's reservoirs, but you are still heavily doing gunplay. Whereas am I just double backing on myself right now? Because you disarm.
It's tricky because I feel you've gone for two extremes when I think you could probably, if you sat down, pull examples of both in both periods.
Maybe it simply is. I'm just stupid and I don't know how to use the newer warframes.
No, I think it's an easier option. We're just getting old.
No, never. Okay, I do not think Hydroid is in a bad place right now. I mean, he's had a rework. His rework was really good. I honestly don't see the huge problem with him. I'd like to know what this other player is like comparing the Hydroid to. Like, he doesn't do nearly as much as Mesa. Well, no fucking shit. No one does. Right? That's why Mesa's like the top of the fucking charts.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, so I don't think Oberon needs to change. What do you guys think?
Would that be because what they're trying to do is they're trying to find the role for their Hydroid? Should we have a system where that if you bring different warframes to a team, they bring different like team buffs? Well, I suppose that's what auras are.
You mean passives?
Yeah, like passives, like a team passive build thing. But then that's basically what auras are. So so tricky. I don't know. I don't know what to. I wouldn't say I play Hydroid a lot, but at the same time, I don't think he's maybe just some buffs, not a rework.
When he got his rework, I played him and I actually quite like him. I like where he is now. I like the fact that you can just move around while in Undertow. They really synergize his abilities well. I don't think he needs to that's like saying, Limbo doesn't do insane amounts of damage. Why doesn't Limbo get a buff? Oberon doesn't do insane amounts of damage.
Exactly.
Why does Oberon get a buff? Sorry, that was too petulant. I apologize. But it's like not every Warframe can be top in DPS. I mean, hell, for the longest time, I was playing Oberon. Oberon could literally do nothing. Right? His abilities were 100% useless.
Yeah, I remember.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
But when they... Yeah, go on. Sorry, Pliket, what were you saying?
No. I just say that I agreed what LOZ saying about Oberon's ability are not really useful, especially his ability to support other players, and not really so helpful as such as Trinity. Yeah. if you tell me which one to support I should choose, maybe I will prefer Whis instead of Oberon.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah.
Right. Should we go to the replies?
Sure. Okay. He's even worse now since corrosive got nerfed and can't. Oh, so that's corrosive projection.
No.
Got nerfed.
That's the corrosive status type.
Oh, is it the corrosive status type? Okay. He's even worse now since corrosive got nerfed and can't fully strip armor anymore. Huddle works fine on non-armored mobs, but it's still slow compared to weapons.
I don't have any issue. Oh wait, no. That's just Oberon's Reckoning. My bad. QQ.
I think the next one's a better one. You have to accept that this is what he is capable of. Either find a good weapon synergy to play with him, or don't focus on his abilities. In the community, Zephyr is a sin and shouldn't even exist. Really? Thought the same until yesterday. Yesterday, got bored and started to think, how could I make her fun to play? Then it clicked. Put aerodynamics and aerodvantage on her for epic glide, gave her a Kuva Brahma for carpet bombing, and the Axeletto with the new augments that gives you 75% ammo efficiency while aiming. Ah, wow. That sounds like a clever idea. You know, they looked at the mods. They came up with a new solution for what they could do. What they play to the strength of Zephyr about being in the air, and they augmented it using mods. And then they came up with weapons they thought would be fun, and they made a new frame and found a way to use it. Yeah, a niche, so to speak.
Cool. Yeah, next.
Hydroid's design fits the way DE like playing the game. They like to take their time. They don't, I think that's don't min-max, it says mind-max. They try to have fun by using weird combination and play styles. Something that we don't do. We rush captures, speed past enemies, and try to find efficiency in everything.
Yeah, but you can't speak for all players. I mean, I don't rush captures, speed past enemies, and try to find the efficiency in everything. I enjoy the fucking game. Like, you know, I really hate it when people kick off saying, "Oh yeah, what you call it? DE's destroying like gameplay or the content drought." Or just like, if you don't enjoy the game, why are you playing? Like, I swear, more and more video games are being treated like a second job. It's untrue. Like, you know, why do you play fucking Call of Duty? You know, what was the name of the damn Battle Royale part? Warzone?
Oh.
Is it Warzone? Whatever.
Something like that.
You know, why do you bother playing Call of Duty PvP? You know, you're doing it for hours, if not days, and like, you know, they change something and they ruin your fun. They ruin the fun. You know, it's like, honestly, why is entertainment being treated like a second job?
Pliket, how much Warframe would you say? I'm going to say a month, because I think a week varies too much. How much Warframe would you say you play in a month?
Probably around a month, right?
In a month, yeah.
In a month.
Is this question like how often I play, or how many hours?
Well, for example, for me, I would probably say I play about 8 hours minimum a month, but it won't be much higher than that on average.
You sure?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, seriously, because I play like 2 hours a week
to record. So busy.
Probably if one day I could play around, like, if one day I play Warframe, probably it took you know, like 4 hours to 9 hours. Like, you know, I couldn't always play it like every time. Like I need to log off first, then I log in again, playing again. You know, maybe around 4 hours to 9 hours. One day.
So how many?
Yeah.
So how many days?
Not always playing. Maybe just like not just always playing. Maybe just, you know, sometimes when I'm bored, I play a Warframe just only for taking picture on Captura, looking for references, for drawing next ideas, something like that. Not just playing like do some bounties or farming the resources. So like just like about looking around the ship, playing captures like that. Yes, something.
No, I appreciate you're playing for fun on the bits you want to do, and as Xeno was saying, people take it like a second job. I do worry that it's hard to balance. People like, and I think I agree. We three seem to be quite similar. You know, we're not playing insane amounts. We play what's fun and for fun. But then you've got the players who will be playing 6 hours a day every day, and they expect all these things from it. And it's like, well, which do you balance to? I think, as Xeno was saying, is like they make it a second job, don't they?
Yeah, don't even know why.
Like a content creator or something like that.
No,
I'm not sure.
Just regular players. So it's just like I think I think a lot of it may be inspired by content creators. So like big names will be playing one game on Twitch, but they'll be doing it for 8 to 12 hours a day sort of thing. So when people see content creators doing it for such a long period of time, then it just other people like, oh, I should play Warframe for just as long.
Yeah, but for job, I think they will not. It's really hard to them for having fun with it if they made it as second job. For myself or personally, but I'm not sure it depends of others' opinions.
Cool. Should we move on?
Yes.
Do we have one more?
The last one, is I main Hydroid. Personally, also find his kit to be lacking in pretty much every way. Other frames do what several of his abilities do best. Reeve is better than Tidal Surge. Bastille and Vortex CC better than Tentacle Swarm. You're better off switching to Vauban if you want a very good CC frame, or taking a much more active playstyle if you don't want to get bored. For an active playstyle, I suggest you watch Luden's video called Surging Tide Hydroid. It changed my entire playstyle.
There you go.
So I'm a bit confused because they're saying, So they're saying that there are other frames that do the bits of pieces that Hydroid does better, but there's this video you can watch where it does suggest a really good, unique playstyle for Hydroid.
Yeah.
It's a bit one way than the other.
No,
but the key thing is...
I think the important thing here is, like, it's how do you want to play versus what do you want to play. So if you want to play a specific way, take Buban. If you want to if you want to just work out the best way to play Hydroid, then check out this video. Like, for example, people that just go, I do Reckoning without doing... Sorry, not Reckoning. I do Renewal without casting Hallowed Ground, or I do Reckoning without casting Hallowed Ground. They're not getting the full advantage out of Oberon's kit, So it's versus how you want to play versus what you want to play.
That seems fair. Right, well, I think we should probably move on.
Yep, let's move on to...
Because I am aware of the time.
Yep, the graphs. Right, so... Oh god, you have to do that now. Ugh. Right, scroll up. Right, click that button. And... Oh, wait, no, I thought I turned that off. There we go. Right. Transition. So our first graph for today. No, that's the wrong thing. There we go. Come on, Google Sheets. I believe in you. Right, so our first graph from last week is we're moving Platinum rewards to the poll questions. Do you still want to vote on emblems? 3% said no, 40% said they don't care, 57% said yes. So the the polls, the emblem polls, will still be in the description below.
People say, why not just put the emblems as the first question in the polls?
But then I'd have to make the rest of the questions mandatory.
Yes. I don't know. That's just, it was just in the feedback.
Let's you and I discuss that afterwards.
Of course. I'm just feedback.
Yep. Right. So moving on to the next graph. Oh God. Edition. So, you have gained. Sorry, have you gained access to the helmet ability marked for death? Yes. Sorry. 32%. Sorry, 33% said no. 67% said yes. Pliket, what have you got marked for death?
I'm sorry, repeat the question. I think the connection's a bit trouble right now.
Do you have the helmet ability marked for death?
Helmet ability or helmet? I'm sorry. Okay.
Have you done much with helmet yet?
Oh, helmet. I thought I heard it as helmet. I'm sorry.
Oh,
helmet.
Right.
sorry. Helmet. Right. I'm not really done with helmet recently. Maybe just after I reaching the friend level, I buy the helmet activator for
Yeah.
I forgot the name is, but the point is I already activate the helmet, so the helmet is alive and can be interacted with. But as long as remember, I haven't do anything with it, like exchange the warframe. I'm sorry, sacrifice the warframe for their abilities. So maybe just like the fit helmet with resources and playing helmet like interactive with Cafet, kissing the wet Cafet, or playing with the Kubros. Yeah, like that. So recently I'm not doing anything with helmet such as like that.
Cool.
Just like interacting like usual interacting, ordinary interacting. Because I'm not really great player. I'm just playing for some fun. So my warframes are not really everybody as when everybody heard about the Hellman's process, they directly farming the other warframes, farming for warframes part, so they could be sacrificed to being eaten by Hellman. No, I'm not like that. Like I'm too tired. I'm too lazy person to farming again over and over again just for receive the other different warframes ability. That's all.
Don't sell yourselves short there. I haven't even unlocked the helmet yet, so you're doing fine. Don't worry.
But it doesn't work on your computer.
Well, that's a separate issue. The fact that Warframe
How is it a separate issue? You can't play the game. It's no wonder you haven't unlocked it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm right-handed. Well, that's because you don't have a left hand. I was like, no, that's a separate issue. No, you can't be left-handed. It's not an option. Right, let's move on to the next one. Right, our third graph. Do you think Limbo shouldn't have been nerfed during Scarlet Spear?
Ooh.
Right? 10% said that they hadn't played Scarlet Spear. 40% said no, and 50% said yes. 50% said yes, Limbo shouldn't have been nerfed during Scarlet Spear. I am shocked. I am taken aback. I am the surprise.
I did see some reply. One reply was that somebody said that they should have nerfed him for Scarlet Spear, but then unnerfed him after Scarlet Spear.
But it's just for Sentience.
Yeah, Sentience, yeah.
Like, how often are you fighting the Sentience?
Don't know. That's what that was their point. I agree with you, but yeah.
Whoever it was that said that, please let me know how I am wrong. How often are you fighting the sentients outside of the Scarlet Spear? Like, I just love to know that. I'd love to understand that. Okay. Did you do Scarlet Spear, Pliket?
Yes, I do. Scarlet Spear, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, do you think that So, do you know what the Limbo nerf was?
I'm not as main Limbo, but
so
I saw yes.
In the in the space part, what Limbos could do was create a cataclysm bubble, put up the stasis. I can't remember what his stasis ability is. And then basically all of the sentients would stop moving within Cataclysm. And you didn't have to shoot them. You didn't have to interact with them. You didn't have to do anything. You just had to sit there and wait.
And let Limbo doing his job.
Yeah.
Yeah. As probably this question is not really right to me, but I will give my opinions. Because I'm not a main Limbo and I'm such a lazy player, so yeah, I think it's okay to Limbo be nerfed if they necessary and they have reason to play during Scar player Scar. Because I believe other players is not really, not all players are real like Limbo, but in the other side they also need Limbo because some sentients are really hard to kill and they need specific attacks or damages for them. So I think Limbo is great choice for Scarlet Spear. But the problem is I'm not sure until now. I'm not really understand about Limbo's ability. Like when they using Cataclysm, making like bubble and everyone stops. Like the enemies can be killed, like just stop right there and we can do anything. Like, okay, so what's wrong? And what we have to do. But after Limbo deactivated his ability, the enemy continue to move and attack us as usual. So I thought when Limbo tried to making the enemies won't move, we can still attack them. We can still kill them. But no, I think there is no effect on that. So yeah, like I said, as a lazy player, I think we just like sitting around and let Limbo doing his job. So we just like doing some emotes. Then we taking the resources or item or drops from enemies killed by Limbo. Yeah, sorry.
No,
I think
fine.
that I think you know the point what I say.
Yes. Yeah. No, I understand.
I think Limbo is useful for lazy player as like me.
I think obviously the reason why they did it was because Limbo was trivializing the challenge. So instead of 4 players could make out like bandits just because one player did everything. But let's move on to the next card. So the next.
Oh yeah.
The next.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I'm sorry. I didn't saw it clearly. I didn't see it clearly. But Xeno already gave the polling.
Yes.
From the players, the players polling and players question, but I didn't read it. So
no, it's fine.
I'm sorry. Sorry for the previous chat. I keep questioning the repeating question.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
So the next question is: do you find Steel Path Deimos too frustrating, right?
Yeah.
Have you done Steel Path Deimos?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
But I cannot do it. But I cannot do it. But I can do it alone. I always try to find some other players, waiting other players to come out, so we can play it together, not just alone.
Sure.
It's difficult to play alone.
Yes, it really, really is.
It is.
Loz definitely hasn't done it because Loz's computer doesn't work. Right? So,
No.
F's in chat, and
We don't have a chat.
we have comments. F's in comment. Right. I'm gonna bully Loz into fixing his computer this weekend. That's fine.
We'll do.
Right. So, do you find Steel Path of Deimos too frustrating? That was the card we asked last week. 10%. No, wait. Is that no? 18% of people said yes, or was that 19? It's a really small number. I can't read it that well. 43% said that they hadn't tried it yet or hadn't done it yet. Should have learned how to grammar. 47% said no. So clearly, I need to learn from 47% of our community what the hell they're doing in order to trivialize it, because, geez, it's bloody hard. Right. And then, do we want to do the last one about your mic?
Oh no, you don't need to do that one.
Okay, we'll
Let's have a look. I'll have a look myself though.
Okay, cool. So that's it for the cards. I turn that. Cool. And now we're going to do the supporter questions. 121. Do you want me to get this?
Yes, please.
Okay. Are you ready?
Oh, where are the support questions? Oh, they're in. Sorry,
Yeah,
they're to me, aren't they? There they are. Lovely. Yes, I'm ready. So, main Zephyr. In the future, the Tenno finally destroy the Grenier flock cloning labs, and there is no longer an infinite supply of soldiers for their armies. Grenier are almost all mechanical from their waist down, barring the few units that are important enough to have enhancement. How will we now avoid the mess created from the excess orgies that Tilragor hosts from specifically selected bloodlines to ensure the survival of the Grenier?
The way you just turned. What planet is? Sorry, Tilragor. Was that Tilragor? No, you don't go there. No, that's not Tilragor. Like, I was thinking Vayhak, and my solution to that was burn Earth. Just cleanse it in hellfire.
Also from main Zephyr.
You know, it's I main Zephyr.
Was it I main Zephyr? Oh, sorry, I'm not.
Yeah, that's Thalian.
Yeah. It is Thal. Right. Would you ever platonically want to find out what it's like cuddling with Khalil in her infested pod flower? Do you think it would be warm and comfortable, too slimy, or would her loud music make it too difficult to relax?
Kaylee.
Kaylee?
Oh.
Kaylee. That's how they spell Kaylee.
Kaylee, daughter.
Yeah,
Kaylee.
Daughter.
Yeah.
Why?
No, I'm gonna plead the fifth.
Would it be that safe to get close to somebody who's infested? Right.
Next.
Here's a better one. Drunk Arbiter. What ability would you give if you were subsumed?
Fat.
That's not such a...
Fine.
So Pliket, if we consumed you into the Helminth, what ability would you give to other people from yourself? What one of your skills?
Surely it'd be amazing art.
No. Drinking juice. Drinking what?
Drinking juice.
All I heard is drinking juice.
Oh, if you were subsumed.
So if you were sacrificed, into the Helminth.
Oh, or consume the warframes. Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Mm,
But what
probably.
ability would we gain from sacrificing you to the helmet? And I clearly say it's amazing art. We could doodle us. We could do a doodle.
You could gain the doodle ability.
Or maybe can do as road retriever. No. I'm sorry. Just kidding.
It's either you gain the ability to fat or uncontrollable amounts of sarcasm.
I'm not sure. How about Xeno's answer? How about you?
You can't. Are you aware how much fats me and Xeno have? That's a bad answer.
I'm much bigger than you.
Well, I'm bigger.
Right. Next.
Zrugel says, does Loz read the questions straight from here, or do you copy-paste them somewhere? He puts them into Discord for me in a lovely picture that I
took a screenshot. I took a screenshot.
Oh, screenshot. And also, Zrugel asks, how are you?
Little tired. Yeah.
Like it?
Yes.
How are you?
How are you? How are me? How are me? I'm sorry. How do I? You mean like telling me, asking me my condition or something?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good today. I'm excited. I'm nervous, and I feel terrible of my words today because I can't give my right opinions for you guys.
No,
that's all. Because
you've given some good opinions. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe, but maybe for myself, I think I just talks horribly. Like,
nope, you're perfectly fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry for
no more sorries. You don't need to say sorry. It's fine. You're good.
Okay. Sorry.
We shall subsume you and remove your ability to say sorry from you. No more sorry.
Does that mean that we're gonna have to say sorry all the time?
Oh damn it! We're gonna have to say sorry all the time.
No, moving on.
Right, the last one is from Dovaro. How excited are you both for the 365 coming soon? Oh, for episode 365 coming soon. Just for how joyous an occasion it shall be, for Loz will finally have double memes. Yeah. Good luck watching the first episode of 10 o'clock. It's a doozy and a half.
Oh my god. How bad
So Granny came up from her pod flower and said, as far as I can tell, there is only one anagram of the word trinket. What is it?
Not a clue.
Not a clue.
I'm dyslexic. I don't do those.
No.
What's an anagram?
You're
gonna make me Google it.
Trinket. I'm sure you just Google it.
What is that? Color palette?
No. An anagram is where you rearrange the letters of a word to spell out another word.
Oh, okay. Wait.
Yeah. But like, I'm dyslexic, so that's too hard for me. I'm Googling it. Wait, how many letters?
Knitter.
Yeah, there you go. Job done. Right, moving on.
What is the point of that?
Moving on.
That's it.
Cool. Right, so community responses?
Yep, all right.
I got it. You just start.
Oh, fine. Okay, cool. Right. Sean Montgomery, why do I still look for the iCards every time? So do I. It's such a shame we've lost them.
Oh my god, I keep forgetting this. Every single time I have said this to you, I don't know how many times. So, we are less than 300 subscribers away from hitting the 1,000, and then this channel can become partner, and then we can do the goddamn thing. God damn it! I've forgotten every week for like a month.
Please like and subscribe to the channel. It helps Xeno not be bad. We're still losing cards, though.
No, because we'll gain the ability to put a link to the Google form in the card, so people can just click on the card and go straight to the Google form. And even
we've lost the polls.
So we've lost the polls, but we could do an external link then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please like and subscribe so Xeno feels better. Illidran says, I miss Loz's actual face. Yes, I do too. My red and black face. It is very sad that I've lost it. I'll get it back soon. Oh, sorry, I found my computer with my foot. Red Scry 33. I knew Marked for Death was going to get nerfed. I didn't really care about it much since it didn't work well with my playstyle, but they shouldn't nerf Warframe abilities that do basically the same thing, but easier and better, like Saren's Ultimate 4, that does exactly what Marked for Death did, but on a huge range with no setup, or Cora's Whip, which does, 10 times the damage Marked for Death did on slightly smaller areas, again, with not much of a setup. So it was just a Marked for Death thing talking about that. I don't know. Have you unlocked Marked for Death yet, Xeno? I don't remember if you did or not.
I don't know. I've done a lot of the Helminth, but I'm just kind of like, have I done all the Warframes yet? Nope. Next Warframe. Have I done all the Warframes yet? Nope. Next Warframe. Have I done all the Warframes? Nope. Next Warframe. So until that's all done, I'm not actually looking at it. Oh god, not Marked for Death. What would But the problem with things like Saren's Ultimate and Cora's Whip is that it creates a power dynamic that other players will not bother touching other Warframes. So, like, let's just remove the other 43 Warframes from the game and just have Saren and Cora. Let's, sod the rest. They're useless. It's not the attitude to have. Otherwise, we'd be like Destiny.
Stefan Trojevic, the more you two try to create a game mode for Warframe, the more I realize you want WoW-style raids in Warframe. Yes and no. Some bits,
yeah,
but not all.
You're not wrong. I mean, we did actually have trials in Warframe, and they went away. So,
2 last points. Yokai1235. I uninstalled Warframe, and I'm still watching you guys, but got so burnt out with the game and the changes they made under delivery that today reached a boiling point. Maybe I return in 2 or 3 years if there's enough content to go back to. Yokai1235, sad to hear that, but at the same time, I agree with you. If you do feel burnt out with Warframe, take a break.
You need to take
Some people just keep playing Warframe. It's like, no, I've got to play Warframe. I've got to play Warframe every day. Well, it's like, no, sometimes take a break, do something different.
It's like a job. Like, you don't have to play all the time. Like, for example, if you're fed up of your job, do you stay at your job or do you get a new job? People that stay at their job that they hate, they just become bitter and twisted, and they just start resenting everything around them. I've seen it with my sister-in-law, right? I can't talk to her without getting like some rude comment back. I'm like, what the hell have I done to you? You don't want to play something ad infinitum. Hell, Loz and I, when Loz has fixed his PC, are going to try out the whole Genshin Impact thing. I don't know if it's going to be for us. Loz and I are really enjoying playing Xeno Alice on mobile. So
variety is the spice of life.
Yeah.
And then lastly, Zrugel says, do you want someone to remind you about this homework for episode 366? Yes, please, Zrugel. We do promise things and then forget immediately as soon as the episode's finished. I have been thinking about it, but yeah, please do keep us in check. That's it for the things. Oh, I'm going to have to minimize for a sec. So shall we move on to
the memes? Yes.
So I'm going to link something into Discord for you.
Do you want me to do it?
Okay. Sure.
No, I could do it because I did put it in the document for you.
Yes, because I don't have the... Cool. Can I have the memes, please?
Yeah. I think maybe you need to link me this document beforehand so I get this done for you.
Sure. Yeah.
I keep do this.
Well, you have access to it every week.
I never find them. I'll probably have to realize what I'm doing. Right, and click it.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay. Ready. I guess I need to activate my VPN so I could.
Oh, yeah.
A what?
Indonesian banned the Reddit, so we're not so freely using Reddit. We need to turn on our VPN just
Oh no,
for
well,
opening Reddit.
hang on, no. So you can see Discord, yeah?
Oh yeah. I
So
could
how about I just
thank you.
paste the image one by one into Discord for you?
Sure, that would help. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, Xeno, is that right?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's okay.
Right. Okay.
That
So
will help.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Do this VR. So here we go. So here's meme number 1, which is entitled "Good Enough." So we have me fashioning my Warframe, lots of effort. Me fashioning my weapons, copy paste.
Yep.
Copy paste. Yep. Okay.
I'm also pretty sure that's Japanese Spider-Man as well.
Really accurate, though.
Is it Japan? Is that a thing?
Yeah, do you not know about that?
That Japanese Spider-Man?
Yeah, he has a mecha and everything.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not.
I did not know.
Yeah. Oh crap. What's the? Oh crap. I can't remember what the name of the damn mecha is. Like, I'll link it to you later. But crap, I swear it sounds like a tiger as well.
Right. Well, here's meme number 2, titled "There are 2 kinds of Warframe."
Oh
So
crap.
when,
Hold on. Yep, done.
When facing a bullet sponge, tough person of if I can hurt it, I can kill it. And then the weedy dog of it's too powerful, D, nerve it. When D nerves something, whether it's meta or not, the tough dog, a shame, but I still have many alternatives and river mods to continue enjoying the game. Still, I'll give my opinion on that nerf. And then the weedy dog, thanks DE, you nerfed the game. Sorry, you ruined the game.
Just to say that this one's been archived.
What?
This one's easy how to blog get. No, wait. What?
Well, I've linked. That's why I linked the image. Yeah, it's something gone up with a link on that one.
Yeah. So I have no idea what this one looks like. It's all tiny and everything. So I will never know. We'll probably fix it afterwards.
Can't you see
very funny. Huh?
Can't you see Discord?
Yeah, but it's not there. Because the link is broken.
No, but I'm pasting them directly into Discord, the images.
Oh, my bad.
Not the links.
Oh, my bad.
Right, and then the third one is just titled Baruch, and it's a Futurama meme, so... I say the whole world must learn of our peaceful ways. By force.
It's accurate.
Yep.
It's accurate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Peace
Meme number 4 for the Halloween of Among Us. Zaku is the perfect Warframe for Spooktober. Loki turns invisible. Wisp opens a portal to the sun. Zaku.
Skeleton.
Gets naked and shoots guns.
Meme number 5.
Yeah.
Just died to Steel Path Stalker. Steel Path Stalker beating a Tenno. Gets a medal.
What the hell?
So it's the Stalker's all excited for beating a player in Steel Path, and at the end, that the teammates of the player and the player who's just going to respawn in 0.2 seconds are just like, well done, Stalker. Well done. Third place for Stalker.
Poor Stalker.
The fact that he's just so fucking happy.
Yeah.
He's broken. Oh god, move on, please, before I look at it more.
And then the last one of the week, very simple one then. I don't know how long this player has been playing for, but the grind never stops. You've been playing for over an hour. Please don't forget to take a break. I don't need sleep. I need no rest.
Oh god.
You know that's from Big Bang Theory. Loz, you know you're inside your camera, right?
Nice.
Back up.
I'm having to use the. Hang on. If I move away, actually, I'm over here. Because I'm linking to. I've got a link to Pliket.
Oh, let me do it then.
The images directly.
That was the last one, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to do your community shoutouts as well, aren't I? Because
no, they're on Twitter.
Is that fine? Is Twitter fine?
It's Twitter. Yeah, it's okay.
There you go. Job done.
I just read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See? Twitter. Twitterloz. Twitter. I wonder why what's his name? Reddit's been like blocked in Indonesia.
Yeah, it's actually not only Reddit but also like, well, you know, mature contents like Pornhub also being
Oh. Twitter's not mature, it's just stupid. Got it.
But Twitter has porn on it.
Yeah, so moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah, moving on.
But Twitter is still a safe space, so Indonesia will never.
It's got the President of the United States of America on it. How is it a safe space? No, I'm joking. Right, so moving on, we've got our community shoutouts for this week.
It's linked from it's linked from our arts.
Yeah,
I didn't realize.
Yeah, I put direct links into the arts of the lovely. I'll put that. You know, people themselves, like, you know. So so our first community shout out for the week is this lovely Oberon by Lotushim554. I have not seen a Lotushim piece in a long ass time.
That's very nice.
Yep.
Disney princess.
Best Disney princess ever. I missed the old passive.
Wait.
What?
Why do I see two? Don't worry about it.
No. It's because I'm transitioning between them, so I'm not just clicking on and off. Yeah.
Right. So yes, I'm with you. Still,
right.
Disney princess.
Yep.
Disney princess.
Gorgeous.
They should put a mod for that.
Our never look back. The next community shout out didn't actually have a name in it, but it's Sklud by Zilvtree, so I've called it Sklud at Demos.
Is this operator about to be eaten or something?
I don't know. Like, you know, Zilvtree didn't give any context, but it looks freaking awesome, and everyone was going nuts over the cat feet.
Oh yeah, cat feet.
Yeah. So this is Zilvtree's OC operator, who has what's the name of the genetic condition where you have two colored eyes?
Heterochromia.
Heterochromia, yeah. And has like a giant fetish for Aladvi, which is weird. But each to their own. The next community shout out is Legends by Zarionis. Yeah.
Wow.
So again, you know, we got the fake original 3 Warframes. We all know that it should be Loki in there, but I'm joking. So yeah, very, very lovely piece. Deadpan silence. That's when you know it's amazing. Right?
Yeah.
Next, our fourth community shout out is Booban Prime by Sylphix. Any form of reaction, anything.
Trying to take it all in.
There you go.
I love the pose.
He's trying to take it all in.
Oh, is that a bow prime?
This one is really epic, though.
Yeah.
The color, the paint, everything's really crisp but badass at the same time.
Crisp and badass at the same time. Right. Moving on.
Yep.
To our fifth community shout out, which is I Love Wisp by Crowsputin.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wait for no! Burn it!
What do you mean burn it?
Mine.
Oh, we're not talking about that yet. It's fine. We're not talking about that one yet. So we're talking about I Love Wisp by Crowsputin.
Yeah, cross Putin. He did a really great job for making my wife beautiful.
Yeah. I love the pose. The pose is amazing.
Really dynamic. Really dynamic.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. And then our last but not least, 6th community shout out is Victorian Tenno by Pliket.
Oh no.
Don't worry. Well, it'll take Loz half an hour to realize that you're the artist, so don't worry about that.
This is really, this is really good art. Who did this one? I love this art. Yeah. It's so cool.
Yeah, love this
Thank
piece.
you very
Victorian
much.
style.
I've got to say, the lotus with the hat is just.
Is that lotus? Oh, because the flowers on the top.
Yeah. It's freaking amazing.
I have only one criticism.
Okay.
Nobody has a pocket watch. I like pocket watches. Apart from that, this piece of art is perfect.
Yeah, it's
just like pocket watches. I love the monocle. The monocle is great, by the way. That's amazing.
Yeah. Okay. Because I always saw the references middle-aged men in Victorian ways, 19th centuries. They always wearing monocles or something like that. Just making it up. But thank you very much.
Actually, thinking about it, I think you might actually be more period specific. I might have to look it up. You may actually be more accurate on this one. Yes, well done. Well done.
Right.
Thank you very much.
So that's it for
sorry, just last point. I love the slight lean of the Umbra. It's just a little thing. But if I was Drawers, I would have them all looking straight up. But just that little lean. It's just that's so cool.
Right.
Really?
So that's it for the community shout outs.
Thank you.
We're now going to come to a close with the episode with Loz's quote of the week as he decides to embed his face in his camera.
Ooh,
sorry, window decided to become dead. It's back again.
Okay.
Right, you ready?
Go for it.
So it is I'll say already, it's an old film. It's fairly well known, but
so pre-2000.
Yes, I think we've had the sequel of one, we have this one. So okay, yeah. Personally, I like that clan. They gave us resources and research labs. We didn't have to produce anything. You've never been out of Conclave. You don't know what it's like out there. I've worked in the mercenary sector. They expect results.
I haven't got a bloody clue. And how old?
1984. It is a sci-fi-esque comedy horror film.
Comedy horror film. 1984 comedy, sci-fi comedy horror film set in modern day.
Yep.
Freaking hell!
You do know it.
Yeah.
With paranormal elements, one might say.
Oh, freaking! I think I just realized. Can you give us the quote again?
Personally, I like that clan. They gave us resources and research labs. We didn't have to produce anything. You've never been out of Conclave. You don't know what it's like out there. I've worked in the mercenary sector. They expect results.
Okay, so I just want to... Is this one person saying the whole thing?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Is this perchance something to do with, like, they're talking about universities and working out in the public sector?
Private sector.
Sorry, private sector. My bad. Right. And is it perchance... Well, hold on, Pliket. Do you want to try and guess what this is?
What is it? I'm not sure.
Okay. Is it perchance Ghostbusters?
Yes.
Yeah.
Personally, I like the university. They gave us money and facilities. We didn't have to produce anything. You've never been out of college. You don't know what it's like out there. I've worked in the private sector. They expect results.
I can't remember which one it is that says that.
No, I remember when they say it. I don't know who says it, but it's so, yeah.
Cool. Right. Well, that's it for this week's episode. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening. Tune in next week where we'll start doing... Oh, wait, no, it's this week that we'll start taking polls for the things. Thank you very much, Pliket, for being on the show. It's been lovely having you. Everyone go check out her Twitter.
Thank you very much for having me. It's I'm really excited to be here.
Yep.
And yeah.
I assume it's Twitter.
nervous.
I assume it's twitter.com/pliket.
Yes.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Sorry again.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Right, so that's it, and we'll see you all next time. Let's say something.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I can wave now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
They can't see you.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, the end screen. Oh.